I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable, I'm unbeatable.
I'm unbeatable. Couple minutes no score. Every time they wanna clash, the winners kicking through the door. I am unbeatable. Chances running out of stock, and we're running out the clock. I fail once, never stop. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah. I am unbeatable. I am unbeatable, yeah.
It may be bonfire night tomorrow, but you can expect fireworks tonight as we witness Leicester versus Newcastle Part 3. Welcome to the British Basketball League YouTube channel for Game 2 of 3 on this Saturday night takeaway of hoops. The last time these two met, it was fiery, to say the least. Two players ended up being ejected. We've got our very own pair of firecrackers tonight, though. Tahir Hajat and Graham Hiscock have this one for you.
Yeah, we do got this one. My name's Tahir Hajat, Graham Hiscock with me. I think I'm more of a Catherine Wheel. What kind of firework are you?
A rocket.
Straight with the rocket.
Straight up
We'll
rocket.
go with that one. Welcome, Leicester Riders taking on the Newcastle Eagles. It's going to be a huge game here at the Morningside Arena. But, of course, last time, something special happened. So let's take a quick look at this.
Seems like they've had it here at the start of the second and the end of the first as well.
Oh, and sportsmanlike foul has been called here. Well, neighbour, he actually has to leave the arena now. Foot race to get there. Oh, and Taj Green clapping it up, and a little bit of a pushing action going on here. Both teams feeling the intensity. Asprey now. Oh, and a hard foul from Taj Green. This game has descended into pandemonium.
Well, Green's gone. Green's gone. They just called a second unsportsmanlike against Green. He's definitely been ejected now.
Well, there it is, the fireworks. Well, there's no fireworks above the Morningside Arena, Leicester, yet. But teams are making their way, and there's Rob Paternostro. Newcastle Eagles haven't won 2 consecutive games against the Leicester Riders in championship competition since the 2014-15 season. Of course, they lost to Caledonia Gladiators last on the road. Former rider Patrick Whelan haunting them with 2 huge triples in the final quarter. The Newcastle Eagles, they'll be looking to take some, of course, motivation from their first European home victory in the club's history. Impressive 87-81 victory over Basket Bruno, and Jordan Johnson was electric in that one, Graham. It's going to be a great game tonight.
Yeah, 25 points, 8 assists for Jordan Johnson. He is relentless, and they're going to need a massive performance from him tonight.
Well, let's take a look at our key players for the evening. Up first, it's Myron Thomas from the Leicester Riders. Tell us about him, Graham.
Yeah, 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 22 points and 10 rebounds in the 2 games versus the Eagles. His average, which is well above his average of 12.2. Really like him, one of the leading rebounders. Couple of assists a game as well, and just 25 minutes of action, so not being overused either to him.
Well, the man who responded well to the kind of action that took place at the Virtu Motors Arena was Caleb Asprey. He came back to the Morningside, hit some big threes against Surrey.
Yeah, 9.1 points a game, 4 rebounds. That sort of numbers don't really jump out at you, but he is a huge part of this Leicester Riders. Very confident. We know that after his mic'd up session earlier in the season. Just look for him to have a huge game.
Well, Taj Green, he's starting to find his feet again, starting to put points on the stat sheet as well as boards. What can we expect from him tonight?
Yeah, leading rebounder for this team, 12.1 points a game, 40% from behind the arc as well. I love Taj Green, but he's just got to play the game in front of him. Don't get sidetracked. Don't let the emotion get the better of him. It's a huge night tonight.
Ricky McGill, he's been pouring in the points in recent games. He had a slow start to the season. Let's talk a little bit about Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky is dangerous, a dangerous offensive player. 15.6 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, 5 assists. He's the leading assist man, but he can fill it up right across the stat sheet.
Well, here at the Morningside Arena, Leicester, the crowd are beginning to pile in. It's going to be wonderful, and you're not going to want to miss it. So make sure you join us straight after this break.
Couldn't come back.
DeBose
Out to Whelan, open for the lead. Patrick Whelan back-to-back threes, and Caledonia are ahead.
It had to be Pat Whelan.
Steele for the win. No, it revolved. You Wang. Wang has jumped it in on the buzzer.
They're just not capitalizing here at the moment.
Yeah, and if you're London, you've still got to be worried about it as we see another
Oh
here.
my goodness! The behind the back dot coming.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings
Nice pass inside, Thomas on the baseline.
I'ma need the off-white. Lights, camera, action, we ready to go. Alright, places, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time!
Welcome back. Here we go. We're almost ready for this one. Leicester taking on Newcastle. It's time to look at tonight's starting lineups. Who will be going to war on the floor? Well, let's check out the Leicester Riders lineup. And they start as they have been for the past few games. Myron Thomas, Asbury, Pinson, Holmes. Lots of points in there. And Braylon Bridges, one of the most efficient centres in the league. 75% from the field. And as you can see, just underneath that powerful bench, ready to rock and roll. For the Newcastle Eagles tonight, remember, they've got guards that can score, and it was that three-guard front that caused problems for the Leicester Riders. Defoe will start at centre tonight. Ricky McGill, Jordan Johnson, Taj Green, and Devin Whitfield, the starting lineup for the Newcastle Eagles this evening. Well, look, it's going to very quickly. Need a quick prediction from you, Graham.
Leicester Riders to win. It's their home floor. They've got to take the win.
Well, it's time to have, let's going to have a chance now to hear from our head coaches. They want to talk to you about their game plan today. What kind of atmosphere are you expecting at the Morningside Arena tonight?
Good one. It's pretty loud in here right now, I'll tell you that. So we're expecting a good crowd. You know, we're looking forward to playing in front of our home fans. Obviously, we played them twice up there, so it's nice to be back at home.
Yeah, I think another competitive, spirited game, probably one way of saying it. You know, it's interesting. It's the third time that we've seen these guys, and you know, we're in the start of November, so that poses, you know, a different dynamic, a different element to the game. But yeah, I think, you know, it's two quality teams. We've had two really good competitive matches, and yeah, we expect the same again this evening.
Transition defense is important for every team, but very important for us. We can't allow any easy opportunities at the basket.
Myron's in rhythm along with a lot of other guys across their roster. You know, they obviously space the floor well. They shoot the ball well. Myron's able to shoot the ball from three and obviously, you know, make some solid post moves, cuts well, rebounds well. I think it's about defending by committee with these guys. You know, we want to try and keep them out of the open floor. We know that they can execute in the half court, but we don't want to give them any live ball turnovers where they can run in transition. We've got to defend the three-point line, make sure that we have good early help side, and yeah, try and build a wall from there defensively.
The statistics will tell you, advanced stats, regular stats, that we've done a really good job. You know, we've gotten a lot of contributions from a lot of guys, so hopefully we get more of the same tonight. But I think it's important for our offense that we get stops. If we get stops, then we can really get out in transition and add that to our repertoire.
Well, there you have it, the voice of the coaches. Game one, the Newcastle Eagles. Game one, the Leicester Riders. Game two, the Newcastle Eagles. Game three, who will it be? You better come back and join us and see.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places that never been. We go higher. to the top even when a ball drops. My man.
Unbeatable action. This is the British Basketball League. We're in the darkness right now because I believe we're getting our players ready to get things underway. But of course, it's going to be a great game tonight, Graham. Both teams ready to take to the floor. And both teams are having their final team talks at this moment in time. Don't forget, as I mentioned before, game one, the Newcastle Eagles fell at home to the Leicester Riders. Exciting, well-mannered performance from both teams in the game. Myron Thomas delivered 17 points, 7 rebounds to secure the victory against the 16 points, alongside the 16 points, 4 rebounds and 4 assists from Kimball McKenzie off the bench. McGill was kept quiet in that game, and Taj Green and Jordan Johnson combined for 39 points. But it was the final quarter that sealed the deal for the Riders in game one. In game two, one of the most watched games of the season that resulted in 2 ejections, heated verbal and physical exchanges, and some big-time plays. Eagles hit back at the Riders where a third quarter collapse gave them the chance to land the final blow. A powerful offensive punch from a high-powered 3-guard front of McGill, Austin Jr. and Johnson. 67 points they combined for on that night, and it was superb to watch. But this is it right here in Leicester. It's game 3. It's a decide after the first 2 games. Out of these 4 times in the league, they'll see each other. And the referee will point in the direction of the Newcastle Eagles, I believe, for an illegal tip-off there.
Yeah, well, that was such a big build-up to here, and it didn't quite go to plan. The
anticlimax on the tip-off, but hopefully they'll bring the energy.
Yeah, it's going to be a fabulous occasion. Both teams know each other well. Let's see how they can solve the other team's puzzle.
Well, Defoe there with the assist inside to Taj Green. He gets himself going with his first bucket of the night. Here comes Pinson. Hand off to Thomas. Hand-off action the Riders have been running for many seasons. Really makes you think as a defensive unit. It's tough to guard. Asprey rattles in and out for the long 2. Rebounded by Green. Here's Johnson. Bounce pass inside. Green was expecting the pass. It just fell away from him. Was in the right place, right time, but couldn't connect.
Yeah, good intention there to try and get Taj Green going early. He's already scored under the bucket with the assist from Delpesh. So, yeah, just keep going into the bigs. It opens everything up for the guards.
Well, here is Bridges. He spills possession. That's almost deflected away by Pinson. Johnson, ball rotation, wide open 3 in the corner. Whitfield, that's knocked down. That's what he does.
Yeah, Whitfield, really nice extra pass into the corner. Whitfield had his feet set, knocked it down.
Well, he's good for 2 or 3 of those a game at the moment, Devin Whitfield. That is what he does. Pinson, he'll reply now for the Leicester Riders and get their fans' voices warmed up.
Yeah, I remember the first time we covered Leicester, myself and you to here, and we were just waxing lyrical about Pinson. He's now starting to deliver.
Johnson's 3 is off there, back into the hands of Pinson. Jaron Holmes is going to pull up for 3, and it's another one, back-to-back triple for the Riders.
Yeah, Jaron Holmes, another great player, great signing for Leicester. In transition, knocks it down.
Defoe. And off to Whitfield. Top with McGill. See what happens here. Defoe rising up for the screening action. He pops out instead, but McGill will fire it up nice and quickly. Long 2.
That was an incredible shot. His legs were split, just threw it up, nothing but net. High-level game so far.
Thomas. Pinson, and he's trying to find Thomas there. It actually cut to the basket, then tried to point at the defender to blame it on him.
Well, Pinson likes to make those no-look passes. He ends up being a bit flashy at times. So many of them come off. The occasional one's going to end up in the cheap seats.
McGill. Kick to the corner, Whitfield. There's another one for Devin Whitfield. I told you, at least 2 of those a game.
Yeah, fantastic play. Just averaging 8.2 points a game, but he's going to be up to that average very quickly tonight.
Thomas off the dribble there. The foul is called. Just got to see what the call for the officials is here, but I believe it. The way that Mark Stuhl's clapping it up, it would look like it's an offensive foul. He turns the corner. Bang, straight into Defoe. He was there way before Thomas can claim the space.
Yeah, that's great defense by Defoe. Just sliding, being brave. Just those little winning plays are going to really help Newcastle tonight.
Oh, and I believe a foul, as a technical foul, has been called here. And that's nice and early for a technical foul in this game, Graham.
And we're off and running already. The fireworks are fizzing. But Johnson can't get it to go.
Yeah, misses that freebie. But somebody's going to be on tenterhooks out there. Whoever that is, I'll let you know very shortly. Definitely was a technical foul because the Eagles get it back where the play was. The offensive foul, opposite side, Myron Thomas hitting Defoe. Inbounded, and here's McGill. Johnson riding off the double screen, and it's reset again by Green and Defoe. Whitfield curls round. Now Taj Green can't get open, so we'll set a screen on the left-hand side of Johnson. And that's almost stripped away. McGill, the clock is winding down. He needs to find a shot here. McGill finds the shot, and he finds the bottom of the bucket.
Unbelievable to hear. What a shot, right at the shot clock buzzer. Nothing but net for McGill.
His team firing up. Bridges inside for two, and he gets going.
Yeah, get the ball to Bridges. Great left hand. Great touch for a big fella.
Opposite side of the floor, he gets the rebound. Pinson. Oh, he's found some room here, Pinson. And one, rearranging mid-air. Xavier Pinson. Whitfield had nothing to do there.
What a ball game. What a move. He just attacked the middle and then just, it's like time stood still as he elevated to here and just hung in the air and shot it on the way down. Unreal.
Whitfield just swipes down on that arm on Pinson, and he gets chance now at a three-point play. And there it is. Well, look, in their last home game against the Surrey Scorchers, they didn't come out firing, and they paid the price. They had to climb a mountain. At least they're trying to fight this push that the Newcastle Eagles have started with early on.
Yeah, you could tell right from the word go, they're taking their open shots.
Well, let's take a quick look now. Look on your screen, Surrey Scorchers are in the lead against the Cheshire Phoenix, 66-59. That game delayed, of course, because Cheshire were a little bit late, but there's 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Potential banana peel there. Inside, Green.
Yeah, I like the fact they're looking at Green. We know he's got that outside shot, but get him close to the basket. He's such a great athlete.
And here is that pass. Jordan Johnson bounce passes it in and pump fakes as Thomas just kind of edges into Green space and goes back up, draws the contact, and Green will be shooting. And now we've got Idowu checking into the game for the first time. Now, Idowu has been brilliant for the Riders off the bench this season. 7.2 points per game, 3.4 rebounds. He's a great shot blocker as well, Graham.
Yeah, he's really spikes it. He often will block the shot to ignite the fast break as well, which is a great skill to have. Looking forward to seeing him getting into the game.
Of course, for the Leicester Riders, TJ Lal is still out. And they'll be missing his size as Green misses the second free throw there. 3-point game. Here is Asbury. Pro hop inside to the right hand, just short front of the iron. A little bit forced that shot. McGill loops it over to Johnson on the right hand side. Bounce pass, Defoe's wide open, and he's way too smart to get blocked in that situation.
Yeah, last time it was Green down low net, and this time it's Defoe. Great job by Newcastle Eagles switching things up.
Screen here for Bridges. Pinson trying to keep it alive. Ricky McGill reading the play, getting his hands in. Getting the ball back for the Eagles. McGill hands it off. Jordan Johnson from deep, and it's good to go. Eagles on fire from behind the arc.
What a ball game. There's so much history between these teams, but at the moment, it's just about basketball. Great catch and shoot from Johnson.
Wow, it's 4 for 5 from downtown for the Eagles early on as Pinson's fouled again. He's going to get a couple of shots, and you saw that that 12 points from turnovers early on in this one, Graham.
Yeah, that's worrying. And this time Pinson gets fouled, as again he just changes his pace and draws the defense onto him. But they've got to take care of the ball, both teams.
Well, here we are, Pinson on the line, ready to go for 2 more free throws. Josh Ward-Hibbert is also into the game for the Newcastle Eagles. Don't forget, there's also action coming up a little later on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. You don't need to go anywhere on this Saturday night. You can stay at home, watch all the games. Make sure you like and subscribe as well. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Sheffield, Manchester, Battle of the Roses. That'll be a good one to watch too. Here comes McGill as Pinson converts those 2 free throws. McGill, oh, what a pass to Defoe. McGill finds Defoe, he can't make the shot. Josh Ward-Hibbert was wide open for 3 in the corner. Mo Walker into the game, and that's a foul there on Defoe. He just pushed Mo Walker down that screen, Graham.
Yeah, just got to try and fight over the top. Tough for the big fella to not foul in that occasion, but all you're trying to do is just step out and just slow the pick and roll down.
13-19 to score, 4:43 on the clock. We'll be back right after this.
Skylar White does well to keep the ball from going out of play.
Still got the rebound, he passed it to me. So me and Ethan, as he was running down the court, we was making like eye connection, like, I'm like, go, go, go. Running. So then, boom, put between my legs and just do it. And I just added no look to it. My name is LaQuincy Rito. I play for Chester Phoenix. I'm the point guard. Jazz music is, it keeps you calm, helps you find that rhythm that you're looking for. And, you know, the term, I have that dog in me, that's me, honestly. Like, I won't back down from anybody, never been, never will. I would prefer doing the assists than scoring, because that's the thing about being a point guard, is like getting your teammates involved and keeping them happy and making yourself happy as well. My play style is about risk and reward, so it's like, what's the point of like playing if you're not gonna take that risk? Because the risk is always gonna be with a bigger reward. I wanna be the best version of me. I'm making connection with my teammates and make brotherhood. The goal is to win.
Let's take this thing higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places that never been. We go higher, non stop.
Well, I've known Ro Paternostro long enough to know that turnovers and rebounds are one of his key points to winning basketball games. Riders only have 4 turnovers. I know it's a lot in a short amount of time, but Newcastle Eagles have capitalized on that with 12 points, Graham.
It's not good enough, and Paternostro will be absolutely livid with that. He talked about it in his pre-game interview to make sure that they play good transition defense as well, and they've just got to take care of business in respect of that, and they haven't done it to start with.
Well, foul is called here, and Asprey's now on the free throw line. He misses that one. Clearly not picked up any football technique there. That little touch there was way off.
No, yeah, you're right. Leeds beating Leicester actually this weekend.
Oh, thanks for bringing that up, Graham. I really appreciate that, my friend. As Asprey eyes up, he's missed all 3 of those. Caleb Asprey, that's just not good enough. And here comes Jordan Johnson now. Green. Now Ward-Hibbert looking inside. Delpesh, he's going to go mid-range. Delpesh is good to go for 2.
Yeah, mid-range shot, just catch, square up, let it go in rhythm. Nice job.
Pinson. Inside for 2, Xavier Pinson, another bucket for him.
That is so clever. The way he just jump stopped, ducked under the defense, got it to go.
Johnson now moves across to left-hand side. Delpesh in that same spot he was at before. He's got away from Walker here. Delpesh to the right hand. Taj Green, offensive rebound blocked by Mo Walker. Skipped out. McGill for three. Good to go. Another triple falls in for the Newcastle Eagles. That is 5 3-point makes already, Graham.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate for Leicester Riders, but they recycle it. Newcastle off Taj Green rebound. McGill, no hesitation on the three.
Idowu now looks inside to Walker. He's one-on-one with Delpesh. Idowu cutting into the paint. That's a nice cut from him. Somehow still finds Asprey. He hesitates to shoot the three, and that's why. Drive baseline, hand it up. Idowu two-handed, bang, bang.
Yeah, that's big-time throwdown. What a lovely assist from Asprey as well. Really nice drive and dish off the bounce pass.
Green now moves to left-hand side with McGill. He's going to drive, and a blocking foul will be called there on Xavier Pinson as he's knocking on his chest, McGill. I believe that foul will be called on the floor, so sideline possession substitution now. Green and Johnson, they take a break. Neighbour and Whitfield into the game. How does that change the lineup for the Eagles?
Well, Neighbour, again, another good big. Obviously, he was one of the players that got ejected.
Oh, very quickly, we're going to update you. Cheshire Phoenix are now in the lead against the Surrey Scorchers. Can the Scorchers blow another big lead? Well, we'll find out. That's over on the other channel, but of course you don't want to go anywhere. You're with the best game already. Here's Bowman driving to the rack.
Well, it certainly has been right from the tip. But Will Neighbour, he gives them more size, but he's not able to stop that shot from McGill.
Unconscious Ricky McGill. He's knocking it down from all over the court. 100% from the field.
Yeah, that's just wonderful play. He's so confident. The whole Newcastle team are confident. They're belying their league positions here. They are a very dangerous team.
Well, Delpesh will be called for the blocking foul there. Don't forget, Ricky McGill had 31 points in that second game. He was essential ensuring the game they got that win.
Yeah, even with two players being ejected from Leicester Riders, they still managed to... two players ejected from Newcastle, they still somehow managed to win the game.
Well, look, Ricky McGill is of good stock. He's from Spring Valley in New York. You know, he went to Iona College, which is part of the MAC conference. He was a MAC tourney champion 4 years, 16, 17, 18, 19. He was the tournament MVP in 2019, All-MAC first team 2019. He had a great spell with the Plymouth Raiders in 2020-21, and he's also played in Estonia and in Hungary and in New Zealand. So on his return now to the British Basketball League, he comes with a lot more experience. A little chip on his shoulder to show everybody what he's got, but there's that big spike that we talked about from Idowu. McGill in the corner, he's going to fire up another, and finally he shows he's human.
Yeah, Idowu is just electric defensively. What a great block shot. McGill couldn't quite get the final shot to go.
McKenzie, he's going to fire a shot, side of the iron, nice offensive rebound. Mo Walker using his strength, use of the left hand to finish too.
Yeah, that was a nice offensive rebound. He took his time, got his footwork organised, finished with a soft touch.
Coach Rob Paternostro looking for a flop warning there, but a timeout has been called by the Newcastle Eagles to talk it over. 21-27, 142. Leicester still hanging around in this game, Graham.
Yeah, they are. They've got a lot of weapons, so beware, Newcastle. Don't relax.
Well, here is Ricky McGill. He's been knocking them down from three-point territory. Apart from that last three, he's 3 for 4. Of course, we spoke about at the beginning of the game. What's he doing tonight to make this impact?
Well, he's just ready to shoot the ball. He's knocking them down from all over that three-point arc, so really difficult to pick up. But Newcastle are completely fired up. Both teams are, but Newcastle have just taken it to another level.
Newcastle having some great success from behind the arc, 75% from downtown, 6 to 8 from the three-point line. And I believe there is more movement in the other game taking place. It's still 66-68 at this moment between Surrey and Cheshire. Oh, the basket will fall there, I believe, 66-70. Cheshire Phoenix coming off of that fantastic win against the Manchester Giants. I was there, sideline reporting for that one. It was great to see the National Basketball Performance Centre with over 1,800 people and a great away presence from the Cheshire Phoenix fans.
Yeah, there's no doubt Cheshire Phoenix are a really talented team. They've got a lot of match winners, Ridu, Macy Jack, Aaron Ray's now back in with them. They're very dangerous, but they've got to sort out their travelling logistics. That's twice now they've been late on the road coming down south. Take care of business there, and they're going to be very, very dangerous team.
Yeah, well, I can tell you that caused absolute pandemonium off the court in the broadcast studio. They've been trying every which way to figure things out, but me and you don't care, Graham. We got the good game. Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's go, McGill. He's setting up the offense here. Neighbour's not quite sure what's going on, but he receives it, waits for Josh Ward-Hibbert to pop and hand off from the top. Delpesh sets the flare screen to Neighbour. Wide open in the corner is McGill. Slow closeout from Walker, the crossover. And a fight for the offensive rebound, but it's collected by Blake Bowman.
Yeah, nice job by Blake Bowman. Made it much more difficult there for McGill to get the shot off.
Bowman had some good numbers in his last outing against the Gladiators. Walker, hands off to Washington. McKenzie, he tried to be smart there to find Walker, deflected by McGill. McGill in transition to the right hand, misses. Josh Ward-Hibbert, offensive rebound. Back inside, McGill was left all alone there. Riders lost track of him, Delpesh going up. And good defensive possession to stay consistent for the Riders.
Yeah, Leicester Riders fortunate there that just couldn't get it to go.
Idowu fires it up from the top of the three. He makes those.
Yeah, he can knock them down. Doesn't take many, but that was really the right time to take that shot.
And now it's a three-point game coming towards the end of the first quarter. Neighbour across. Ward-Hibbert has to let it go to beat the buzzer. That's back of the iron. They got another look here with Will Neighbour, and he misses it. And there's a rebound for Blake Bowman to settle things down. Well, it's a three-point advantage for the Newcastle Eagles, 27-24. We're getting a quick break right now. We'll be back with you very, very shortly.
Couldn't convert.
DeBose out to Whelan, open for the lead. Patrick Whelan back-to-back threes, and Caledonia are ahead.
It had to be Pat Whelan.
Steele for the win. No, it revolved. You Wang has jumped it in on the buzzer.
They're just not capitalizing here at the moment.
Yeah, and if you're London, you've still got to be worried about it as we see another.
Oh my goodness! The behind the back dot coming.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings with the stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. Lights, camera, action, we ready to go. Alright, places, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time!
Quarter one advantage Newcastle, but Samuel Idowu coming off the bench, big block, big triple, could be in the running for sixth man of the year.
Yeah, he's just doing the winning plays, the small things, but that block and the 3 really key to getting Leicester back in the game. And look at Bowman now, he's feeding off that as well.
Well, we could, there are so many candidates for 6th man of the year so early on in this season, but any one of the Riders players who gives that spark off the bench could be in the running after we've got a few more games under our belt this season. Here is Johnson, mid-range, he's good to go. Jordan Johnson.
Yeah, what a super move. Hard jump stop, gets the defense off him and knocks down the baseline jump shot.
That's his 5th point of the game. Here's Washington. Uses the screen from Idowu. Out to Mo Walker. He's going to have a go from 3. And that's back of the iron for Johnson. He's going to pull up quickly now. Johnson knocks down another triple for the Newcastle Eagles. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, that's just sensational. Pull up, no hesitation. Miles out, knocks down the 3.
Washington closed out by Josh Ward-Hibbert. Idowu, one-on-one here. Taj Green, mid-range pull-up. Sam Idowu can't get that one to go. Back into the hands of Johnson again. Couple of rebounds for him as he starts to get his stat sheet filling up. Nice pump fake there and a finish at the rim. Don't bite on that one.
He's playing horse now. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Brings the whole Leicester defense to a standstill and then just steps across, knocks it down off one leg.
So Kenzie. Walker's going to shoot another 3, and he makes this one. Mo Walker from downtown.
Yeah, why not? The big steps out. Didn't quite work out the last time. Nice looking stroke, though, to hit.
Well, just Ward-Hibbert with a quick reply. Oh, my goodness. What Newcastle Eagles team is this?
Well, Josh Ward-Hibbert came up north from London Lions, a super player, great defender, but there showing his prowess from behind the arc.
Well, of course, earlier on in the season, Newcastle Eagles, one of the worst 3-point shooting teams. Now they've kind of found themselves in the middle of the pack when it comes to 3-point shooting. But tonight, this is definitely going to push up their averages as a foul is called here. Foul will be called, I believe, on Taj Green.
It's been played at breakneck pace, and the level of the 3-point shooting is absolutely sensational.
Taj Green trying to communicate there with his coach and his teammates. As Jaron Holmes finds himself back in the game. Washington comes off the screen. Bowman sets the flare screen for Holmes and the handoff. Blake Bowman pops to the corner here. Holmes is trying to create something now for the Riders, trying to work his way to the rack, and he does that against Whitfield. Fadeaway jumper.
Yeah, Jared Holmes, he just took his time, got to his spot. Still a tough shot, though, to hit, but he got it to go.
Jaron Holmes, of course, one of the leading scorers for the Riders this season. He's averaging 12.9, 13 points per game, should we say. As Taj Green is double teamed inside, and Ward-Hibbert, tough angle to finish that.
I think Mo Walker got the block there. They defend in the basket really well, Leicester Riders.
Oh, this is Connor Washington, 101, turn the corner. You think he's done with the play, fires it up, knocks it down.
Yeah, Washington, I love Connor Washington. He's really starting to come into his top form now. Injured last season, great turnaround 3.
Johnson, he's trying to back down the defender. He's fouled on the way to the free throw line. Don't forget, this is the man that's on the free throw line the most this season. He's made around 60 free throws.
Yeah, well, it's moves like that, and again, Coach Paternostro talked about it, that he knows Jordan Johnson, when he goes to the bucket, he's going to throw his body at all sorts of angles, just like that play there, and he wants his bigs and his interior defense to go up straight, and they didn't quite get it done that time.
Well, he's into double digits. He's got 10 points on the night. He's averaging 18.6 this season. The man out of Waukegan, I'm going to hope that that's how it's pronounced, Illinois. He actually spent some time in the NBA G League with the Rio Grande Valley Vipers. Played in the Netherlands and in Kosovo, and don't forget the time he spent at the previously named Glasgow Rocks. He's a real tough player, real tough cookie. He can score the ball at will. Eagles with the steal here. Johnson throwing it up to Green. Rim check. And the foul is called. Fortunately, worked out for Green. He misses the dunk, comes down, scores the ball, and is fouled on the way up.
Yeah, transition defense there. Look, he just keeps going. No one goes with him. Taj Green didn't get it to go. Great reaction to get his own miss. And he gets fouled, so maybe a double miss.
Yeah,
almost, but he gets it to go.
Connor Washington just there, just slowly putting his hand in. He kind of reached in and reached out because he knew that the referee was there, and slightest of touches, nonetheless, a touch. Means that Taj Green goes on the line to complete the three-point play, 41-34, just over 6 minutes here in the second. Bridges. McKenzie now finds Washington. He's got room for three. Connor Washington in and out of the rim, rebounded by Green. Johnson hands it off. Delpesh to the left hand. And no basket will be called there, but there is a foul on Delpesh as he was driving. That's 2 shots for him as well, Graham. Yeah, Delpesh attacking from the left side, goes up with the left hand, doesn't quite get it to go. But who's the guy that's at the front of the rim? Taj Green. 71-83. Cheshire now with a 12-point advantage in this one. Can Surrey get back into it? Just over 3 minutes left. That's so unfortunate for Surrey Scorchers with all the issues with the Phoenix getting down there. Coach Lloyd Gardner and his staff must have thought this was going to be one of their big opportunities to beat the Phoenix. This is the second free throw there, Delpesh. Season. Free throw percentage, Delpesh is 73.3% from free throw line. Make him 12 for 16 after those free throws this season. As Holmes holds on tight to the ball. He's going to get called for 3 seconds there, but McKenzie finds it up from the corner. A much needed triple on the other side of the floor. It's raining threes. Bring your wellies to the Morningside Arena, Leicester. Jared Holmes, that was a tough assist. Finally got it out to McKenzie, who knocked it down. And there's Johnson again, straight away. Points on the board. McKenzie had something to moan about to the referee there as well. It's Johnson again, just leaning into his defender, crowding them out so they can't block the shot or actually stop the shot going towards the basket. Inside to Holmes, he will finish for 2. Listen, we spoke about the three-point shooting from the Eagles. It's 8 for 12 from downtown. Riders are 5 for 9, so they're scoring the ball well from 3 at this moment as well. 17 threes, I believe. Sorry, apologies. My maths is terrible there. Finding out how many threes were scored in this game. 5 plus 8, Graham, that's 13 that's threes correct. In this game. That's correct. And Taj Green again, right at the front of the hoop there. Gets the offensive putback. He's having a super game. McKenzie from the same corner, and the same result for Kimball McKenzie. He is just absolute money from anywhere behind the arc. Great move from Kimball McKenzie. Well, it's raining threes at the Morningside Arena. It's raining outside, so stay in, and we'll be back with you very shortly with the rest of this quarter.
Skylar White does well to keep the ball from going out of play.
Still got the rebound. He passed it to me. So me and Ethan, as he was running down the court, was making like eye connection. Like, I'm like, go, go, go. Running, running, running. So then, boom, put between my legs and just threw it. And I just had no look to it. My name is LaQuincy Rito. I play for Chester Phoenix. I'm the point guard. Jazz music is, it keeps you calm, helps you find that rhythm that you're looking for. And, you know, the term, I have that dog in me, that's me, honestly. Like, I won't back down from anybody, never been, never will. I would prefer doing the assists than scoring, because that's the thing about being a point guard, is like getting your teammates involved and keeping them happy and making yourself happy as well. My play style is like risk and reward, so it's like, what's the point of like playing if you're not gonna take that risk? Because the risk is always gonna be with a bigger reward. I wanna be the best version of me. I'm making connection with my teammates and make brotherhood. The goal is to win.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher.
he is. Kimball McKenzie, Halloween a little bit late, but he's dressed up, and there's the real Kimball McKenzie at the Morningside Arena, Leicester. Let's get stuck back into this one. 4:20 here in the second quarter. It's now a 4-point game. Both teams shooting over 50% from three-point territory. As McGill gets off another one, it rattles in and out. Of course, he had a great run of shooting, and now he seems to dry it up for him, Graham.
Yeah, he's still got to keep shooting the ball if he's wide open. That was contested. I think if you're contested, maybe just move the ball on and get the ball back when you're more open.
Myron Thomas, he fires up, side of the iron. Myron Thomas yet to score in this game for the Leicester Riders. Of course, he's been scoring in bunches so far this season.
Yeah, one of our pre-game player focus, just hasn't got it done yet.
Oh, Defoe, that's clinical from Defoe, long two. And that's what he does.
Yeah, just a big man shot, almost a set shot there. He just found himself open, knocked it down.
I feel like in his later years he enjoys the set shot, Graham.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the set shot, but very effective there.
Now Thomas, a baseline one-on-one with former Rider Josh Ward-Hibbert. Myron Thomas to the right hand, not enough off the wrist. And Defoe launches that one forward, but into the hands of Jaron Holmes. That'll be a turnover for the Eagles. Jaron Holmes with speed, hands it off McKenzie, rotation. Pinson will slow things down a little. Bridges, nice bounce pass across the baseline, but that's read really well by Jordan Johnson. Ward-Hibbert gives it up. Devin Whitfield, he hesitates. He goes to the rack now, and Bridges swipes across, does enough to put him off.
Great defense from Bridges, made it really difficult for Whitfield to finish.
And that's a great pass. Jaron Holmes, Euro stepping out one, and there's the Hulk celebration. Jaron Holmes getting it done.
Yeah, that's a super play from Holmes. Got to respect his three-point shooting, but watch this. Dribble, Euro step to avoid the defense, and then takes it to Whitfield. Too big, too strong.
Whitfield there, a little confused as to why the foul was called. He's not jumping up straight, he's jumping across and into the lane of Jaron Holmes, which is why the foul was called. And it's a chance for now Holmes to make this a three-point play. And that will take him to 10 points personal so far in this game. Holmes misses it. And there's the Cheshire score. It's looking like Cheshire gonna take victory in that one. Only 6 seconds left in the game. Surrey blow another lead. Cheshire take another victory. Here's Defoe inside, foul call. He's gonna go to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots.
Yeah, just going big. Gets the ball inside, squares up. Nice pass from Ward-Hibbert, and he's just too big. Where Holmes was too big down the other end, Defoe was too big for him there.
Here we go, Defoe on the free throw line for the Newcastle Eagles. Defoe, this season, he is also 75% from the free throw line. 6 for 9 though now after that miss, and he makes this one. There we go. 7 for 10, 70%.
You got it. You're improving, and he's improving with his free throws. And but I like this. He's got a really nice soft touch, and that just typifies it there with getting the roll off the front and the back rim.
Holmes across to the corner. Caleb Asprey finally gets the shot to fall for him. Another triple in this game, Graham.
Yeah, and that corner, they obviously like it. They're queuing up to knock it down. Little bit of lean to the side. Sensational three from Asprey.
Triple number 8 for the Riders in this game. In fact, that's both teams knocking down 8 triples. Let me do the maths. That's 16, right?
You got it.
Here's Pinson going to the rack. A blocking foul is called. It's called on the floor here by Ed Yudansky. That will be an out-of-bounds possession. Blake Bowman checking in for Myron Thomas, who still is yet to get a point on the board, Graham.
Yeah, pre-game focus player, but so was this guy, Asprey. But that was more to do maybe with the issues that him and Taj Green had. But you did clarify it to here. He is a super player, and he's just shown it right there.
Pinson, beautiful pass. Idowu tries to stick it on the defender, fight for the offensive rebound. Another chance for him, and he's stabbed back in there. Got a couple of rebounds on the finish.
Yeah, Josh Ward-Hibbett's good defense initially, but persistence pays off. Idowu knocks it in.
Tied game. Oh no, given away here by the Eagles. Asprey's going to pull up transition. Maybe not the best idea. But Coach Rob Paternostro shouting for his team to get back on defense. Jordan Johnson's got too much room here, and a foul is called. Hands on the head of Idowu. Caleb Asprey bouncing up and down. Rob Paternostro tight-lipped, the definition of tight-lipped in that situation.
Yeah, got to keep Jordan Johnson off the free throw line. Again, he feels the bump and immediately throws it up. That is a foul.
Yeah, you can see Jordan Johnson's arm there. The shot goes up, then he throws the arm that he shoots with into the arm of Jaron Holmes to kind of give the referee the feeling that he's been fouled, and I think he's bought himself a chance at the free throw line here.
Yeah, and he has to do that. He's not the biggest stature, he's not the longest player, so he has to always be thinking when he's attacking the basket, trying to get the edge over these defenders, and he's back at the free throw line.
Makes the first of those.
He's chewing hard on that gum to hear Stootle. He might need a replacement shortly.
Well, Johnson misses that one. Oh, is the offensive rebound with the Eagles? No, it's not. Asprey picks it up and just gets Josh Ward-Hibbett off of him, and a little reaction from the bench there. Nothing too crazy though. Pinson. Foul is called as Defoe tries to stand strong. A blocking foul.
Yeah, it's been the beautiful game up to now. Three-pointers, open shots. All of a sudden, things are getting a little bit clogged up, and nice defensive effort. But I think a foul called on the defense there. They've just got to keep the emotions in check. And again, Asprey wasn't happy with something that led up to that play as well.
Well, Rob Paternostro watches on. 1 point game. They've done well to get back into this, the Riders. They lead this quarter by 2 points. Of course, they lost the first quarter by 3. Pinson is down another. He's got 11 points personal in this one. He's 100% from the free throw line, 4 for 4 tonight.
Yeah, I've really been impressed with him. When we first saw him in that USA Select game, it seems weeks ago, to hit a little bit loose. You could see he had all the moves and some great vision with his passing, but now he is really starting to kill teams.
McGill. Johnson. Deep three for Johnson. Into the hands of Asprey.
Yeah, good defense from Leicester Riders. They're getting out to Johnson, right out to him on the three-point line.
Asprey draws the double team, hedged across to Defoe. Now with Pinson in the corner. He's going to drive hard here, floats it up. Does he get the friendly bounce? He gets that home court rim advantage.
You got it. That's a lot going on there. Fantastic play from Pinson.
Clock winding down, 3 seconds on it. Can they get a shot off here? Jordan Johnson, can he knock it down? And that's off the side of the iron. What a great half of basketball. 53-50. Listen, don't go anywhere. We've got to talk this over. Coming up right after the break, but very quickly, Graham. Oh my goodness, what a ball game.
Yeah,
the lights are being shut out.
Yeah, just fantastic play from behind the arc. Some amazing creativity from Pinson, from Johnson. Everything you could want from a basketball game just before firework night.
Well, now we are going to have that break. We'll be back with you with the story of the half and some stats and more. See you shortly.
Mackenzie out in front, 2 blue shirts back. Oh my! Really attacking the rim and flushing it home. Pinson, fancy dribble. Out to Asprey, falling off balance for three, all string. Pretty play from Leicester.
Couldn't convert.
DeBose, out to Whelan, open for the lead. Patrick Whelan back-to-back threes, and Caledonia are ahead.
It had to be Pat Whelan.
Steele for the win. No, it revolved. Wang has jumped it in on the buzzer.
They're just not capitalizing here at the moment.
Yeah, and if you're London, you still got to be worried about it as we see another
Oh
here.
my goodness! The behind the back dot coming.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team. Jumping off of buildings with the stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. Lights, camera, action, we ready to go. Alright, places, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time!
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they never been. We go higher, non-stop. Take it to the top, even when the ball drops. My man.
A great game of basketball at the Morningside Arena. Leicester 53-50. The Leicester Riders are in the lead. Let's take a look at some of the halftime stats and break it down a little bit for you. Graham, take us through this.
Well, both teams shooting 8 3-pointers at 16 and a half. They just, and 53-50, 103 points in a half. Assists, a good effort. Rebounds 21-18, just edging on the side of Leicester Riders. 6 steals to 3. They're the 2 lowest teams in the league on steals, just 5.6 steals a game. Just fabulous game of offensive basketball.
Well, if you've just joined us at halftime here, you're joining us from that Surrey-Cheshire game. Let's take you through the story of this half. And let me tell you, it's been a great one. As the Newcastle Eagles, they came out firing, Graham. In the corner there, Devin Whitfield does what he does, had a couple of threes to open up for the Newcastle Eagles. The Riders, though, they didn't allow this game to get away from them. Xavier Pinson there opening his account for the night. He's got 14 points personal so far, alongside 3 assists in that one, because Jaron Holmes put one in there for him as well. He's got 9 points, 100% from the field. But once again, it was all about Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky McGill just went off. 11 points, 3 or 4 from behind the arc, and they just couldn't stop him. But look at Pinson. He is just sensational to get up in the air and shoot the ball on the way down. A real eye-catching performance. I like the way Newcastle Eagles also stretch the floor. Apart from shooting threes, get the ball under the basket and get the big some looks as well. And then back out to McGill from Taj Green. Nothing but net.
We spoke about how many threes were pouring in this game. Idowu coming off the bench strong for the Leicester Riders as well. Big volleyball spike and a big jam there. Johnson, he started to warm up as Ricky McGill cooled down. Jordan Johnson finishing the half with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists to his name. And here's some more of his action, Graham.
Yeah, he'll catch and shoot. He'll do it off the dribble. That's behind the back. And he slows down so well to create space. And that's just outrageous. I mean, he takes off on the wrong foot, steps across with his right foot and says, well, I can do anything I want to do at the moment. And then Asprey, we spoke about him pre-game. He's just starting to get into it. Nice 3-pointer from the corner, and then McKenzie also hit from the same spot.
Well, look, we've got some highlights to show you now to keep you up to date with what's happening in the British Basketball League Championship. So let's take a look at the first of those games. The Plymouth City Patriots were in action.
Nice little dish back to Onwas, who is able to finish. Here's Wiley, back out to Dusha. Atwood into the key, tosses it up and tosses it in. And one thing he's shown this year is he can put the ball in the basket. It's almost like he shoots from positions that other players don't anymore in the modern game. More nice footwork to create some space. Here's Wiley. Dusha along the baseline, nice dish. Wiley through the contact basket is good, and he'll go to the line for a bonus. Well, good hands, stolen away by Atwood. Numbers here, Wiley to the rim, and Plymouth at their best when they get in transition. Whelan to Bose, kicks out to the corner, and we talked about his three-point shooting ability. Nice pass, Wiley out running, hammers down the jam, and Plymouth all of a sudden are up 3. They'll sure feel better going home with a win. If they can hang on here for the remaining 13 minutes, they've got to get closer to Whelan if they want to do that, and he looks to the skies.
I'm not sure consistently you can give Patrick Whelan, no matter how many he misses.
Wiley! Through the contact, the big jam, and he's got a free throw coming. Ali Hodges trying to back down, double team comes, ball moves round. The extra pass to the corner, great ball movement from the Gladiators. Oh, he's just barreled Levi out of the way, but Levi's going to get a flop warning there. Faulkner throws up the alley-oop, and there's Wiley to jam it in.
No clock again for Caledonia.
Whelan for 3. He did it last week. He's doing it again this week. Patrick Whelan with late game 3s. It has been for Caledonia a difficult travel week for them, but they've come out of it with a good win in the end.
London patiently trying to build their offense. Remember, they played last night against Apoel Tel Aviv. Morgan getting going early on here from the perimeter. Time winding down here on the shot clock. Nowhere to go. No foul called. Lions come up with it. Morgan finding Tariq Phillip, gives it up into Dante Grantham, goes in, and a tough finish. Beautiful transition by London. Brad Green. This is the matchup we want to see. Green spinning. Nowhere to go. Goes with a tough jumper. No problem for the big man. Trying to isolate, goes in. They've got to keep feeding the ball, Graham. Give the bear the big ball. Give him everything inside.
Yeah, exactly right. I really like his jump hook, soft touch.
Leaving Grantham wide open. Bristol Flyers just paying the price, and they almost turn it over. Oh, Solowade comes up with a steal, and he gets a three-pointer. Mo Solowade. Now Lions go for a quick 3. 3 is up, and again, punishment coming from the Capitol. Morgan almost loses dribble, takes a tough step back three-pointer. Are you kidding me? Matt Morgan just putting on a clinic here at the moment.
London Lions just took it away with 3 quick three-pointers and made it really tough. And look at the defense now as well.
Morgan going up, throwing it down with a bit of authority. I think Caboza going baseline. Turns this one over. Call the foul. Now they do have numbers. Gonna go all the way. Goes up, finishing through intense pressure. Morgan made his last one, goes for another one. This guy is unconscious. 16 three-pointers. Lions try another one. This one's gonna go off the bank, and the bank is open. Wow. Tough pass. Lions keeping this one alive. Zude comes up with it. Now Kieran Sandin again, something out of nothing there from the Lions. Basel fans at the top of the table team, London Lions, they will remain unbeatable as they win this one 95-67 against the Bristol Flyers.
McKenzie out in front, 2 blue shirts back. Oh my! really attacking the rim and flushing it home. Pinson, fancy dribble, out to Asprey, falling off balance for three, all string, pretty play from Leicester.
Couldn't convert.
DeBose, out to Whelan, open for the lead, Patrick Whelan back-to-back threes, and Caledonia are ahead.
It had to be Pat Whelan.
Steele for the win. No, it revolved. You Wang has jumped it in on the buzzer.
They're just not capitalizing here at the moment.
Yeah, and if you're London, you still got to be worried about it as we see another.
Oh my goodness! The behind the back dot coming.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team, jumping off of buildings with the stimulating. Never reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. Lights, camera, action, we ready to roll. Alright, places, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they never been. We go higher, non-stop. Take it to the top, even when the ball drops. My man.
Welcome if you've just joined us. It would help if I turn my microphone on, Graham. It's been a hell of a game here. Of course, the Leicester Riders, they're in the lead 53-50 at this moment in time against the Newcastle Eagles. Let's take a quick look at the results and fixtures that are happening over this, we'll call it a long weekend. We started on Thursday. Manchester Giants absolutely demolished by the Cheshire Phoenix. I was there. Great game in the National Basketball Performance Centre. And Friday, 72-82 victory for the Caledonia Gladiators on the road down to Plymouth. London Lions with a big victory over the Bristol Flyers, and of course Surrey Scorchers taking victory 73 or should I say Surrey Scorchers falling against the Cheshire Phoenix 73-91 halftime here, 53-50. The latest score, Sheffield Sharks 10-13 against the Manchester Giants. So two more games tomorrow, 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Make sure you don't go anywhere. Make sure you tune in on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. But of course, if you are a British Basketball League fan, then you need to know about the trophy finals. It's a weekend of action, men's and women's action. The Final Four competition at the Utilita Arena in Birmingham. 25% off the 2-day pass if you check it out now on the 27th and 28th of January. Well, let's talk about a couple of the players that are going off tonight. Both have got 14 points. Up first, Graham, let's have a look at Jordan Johnson.
Yeah, Jordan Johnson, 18.6 points a game. He's already heading for that tonight, but he's just got so much confidence. He's really difficult to guard. He may only be 5'10", 5'11", but look at the way he just backs up, gets space, bigger defender on him, no problem. Then he pulls up from behind the arc in rhythm, full of confidence to him.
Wow, Xavier Pinson, he has been replying for the Riders. He started off hot, you know, he's also 100% from the field. He's made 5 free throws. He's hit 1 out of 1 from downtown for 3, and he's 4 for 4 from the field, Graham.
Yeah, he looks solid. This is really tough because Walt Hibbett doesn't want him to shoot the 3. Okay, I'm going to go up. I'm just going to make a little push jump shot, and he's got great touch. So, 2 excellent players at the top of their game, and they're giving us so much entertainment.
Well, the crowd are being treated to another spectacle in this rivalry between the Leicester Riders and the Newcastle Eagles. Currently, with Riders in the advantage by 3, they also have the opportunity to go 2-1 out of 4 games. But there's Taj Green saying, let's level this one out nice and early.
Yeah, Taj Green just catches it from outside. No one steps out from Leicester Riders to defend him, knocks it down.
11 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists for Taj Green. As Jaron Holmes now looks across to the corner, Caleb Asprey looking for the reply, and just like he did in Surrey, the same spot, the same place, it's knocked down.
Yeah, and he holds the follow through and says, look at that. 3-point shot from the corner, nothing but net.
Defoe, mismatch, Mouse in the house, kick to the corner, finds Whitfield. Whitfield, 3 triples, back to back to back to open up this second half.
Just great decision making from both teams, inside, back outside to the opposite corner, nothing but net.
Newcastle Eagles fans up on their feet, getting behind the tune tonight. And I know plenty of you in the comments on the YouTube channel. Let us know your thoughts throughout the game. Braden Bridges, one hard dribble finish. You like that, Graham?
Yeah, why not? Get it inside. The defense is so spread because of the 3-point threat Bridges finishes.
Johnson, oh, he smokes that layup. Hits the short corner of the basket, inside Jaron Holmes, and that is how it's done.
Yeah, this time Newcastle Eagles not getting back in transition defense. Holmes makes them pay.
Turnover here, the backdoor cut not available for Defoe to pass to. Pinson between the legs, driving too fast, flails his head, and there goes that 100% from the field record.
Yeah, I mean, he just slowed right down and sped up again, and this is just scare 'em basketball.
Oh, it's very sloppy from both teams. Turnovers, missed baskets, Jaron Holmes, but Newcastle Eagles are facing the punishment here, and a very, very quick timeout from Mark Stutzel because he needs to get this team back in order and firing just as they started this game.
Yeah, just too much going one way, complete one-way traffic there for Leicester Riders. 62-56 they're leading now. Holmes making a couple of transition 2-pointers, and it's just, you can't take your eyes off this for a moment.
Well, Mark Stutzel now, a chance to talk it over with his team. They've had a really tough start to this season, the Newcastle Eagles. Of course, they're not looking too great in the standings right now, in 7th position. But there is another game. Sheffield, Manchester, the War, the Roses, 18-16. The score early on at the Cannon Medical Arena. Sheffield Sharks and Manchester starting a little later than usual, but it looks packed out there, Graham.
Completely packed out. Another great arena in this British Basketball League, and Manchester will be wanting to be coming back strong after they were dismantled by Cheshire Phoenix on Thursday night.
One thing I didn't actually get a chance to notice or speak about at the beginning of the game, Larry Austin Jr., he's not playing tonight. I mean, it almost kind of solves one of the problems of rotation for Mark Stutzel this evening.
Yeah, McGill, Johnson, they're in the flow the whole of this game. He's not having to try and fit the 3 in, even though, as you've said earlier in the commentary, how dangerous they are, and they were a massive reason that they beat Leicester in that game too, with 67 points for the 3 of them.
Here's Johnson, off the dribble now, Johnson, and that's another tough bucket for him.
Goodness me, I mean, that's just outrageous. Incredible strength, hangs in the air, shoots it on the way down.
Pinson, driving baseline, somehow, and the bounce pass is there, but the foul is called on Darius Defoe. But here is Jordan Johnson off the dribble, and you know what he does, Graham? As he rises up, he waits to see what the defender's reaction is. Then he has that ability to quickly rearrange, pull the ball away from the defender and release it from a tough angle for them to reach.
Yeah, not dissimilar to what Pinson does as well. The great players can just control their bodies.
Whistle blows again. Foul called this time on number 11, I thought the referee signalled. I don't know if there's a number. Oh, yes, there is. It's Jordan Johnson called for the foul that time. So quick 2 fouls in succession. It's the second team foul for the Newcastle Eagles. Remember, new fans, more than 14 fouls as Myron Thomas opens up his account. I was going to say, more than 14 fouls and you go to the free throw line. A technical foul is now called. And I believe that was called on Caleb Asprey. And Rob Paternoster letting his feelings be shown, talking to the official there.
Well, if it is Asprey, he's just got to not get involved with anything other than doing his job.
Slight little push there. 3 goes up. And let's see what happens here. And Asprey, the first little push, then gets back into Johnson. Can't really see what's happening on the other side of him there. But the referee, Ed Yudansky, has seen something. So Newcastle Eagles get that free throw, go back to the other side of the floor, and then have possession. Can I finish my sentence now? More than 14 fouls, and then of course you get to the line after that. Myron Thomas opening his bank account for the evening. He's got 3 points on the board after a scoreless first half. And there's the offensive foul, other side of the floor. Caleb Asprey talking it up to Jordan Johnson as well.
Yeah, I think he may have been called for the flop on the previous time down the floor because there was hardly any contact. This time, he's right in Jordan Johnson's face and the elbow was extended.
Oh, caught in the eye here.
But Asprey needs to keep his mouth shut because he doesn't want to then get a technical for saying something out of line.
For entertainment purposes, please keep talking, Asprey. All right, Holmes inside, right-handed floater for 2, and it's good to go for the Riders. They're pulling away slowly in this third quarter. In their last game against the Eagles, is the third quarter that killed the Riders. Is it going the other way around now, Graham?
Gerald Holmes, great concentration, not distracted by anything else. Just nice floater over the top.
And a backdoor cut there, mishandled by Whitfield, and the Riders will get that one back despite the protest from Whitfield. And a chance now for the Riders to go into lead by double digits.
Yeah, this is a great effort, really doubling down here, Leicester Riders, to get this lead and extend this lead. That last play, there wasn't enough room there for that bounce pass into the key.
Hand off here to Holmes. Holmes trying to shake off Whitfield there. Pinson hands off to Asprey, turn and shoot. Asprey, front of the iron. Riders try and crash the board, but Taj Green is there. Jordan Johnson sends Asprey the wrong way. Ricky McGill stops, starts, throws it up. Taj Green on the follow-up. Jaron Holmes just about landed his feet in play to ensure Riders keep it alive. Asprey, other side, knocked away. Johnson knocked by Asprey inside. Thomas, two-hand, and an end to a quick run of play there.
Wow. I mean, incredible action, and they just kept it alive, the Riders. Big finish by Thomas.
Oof, what a snatch back there from McGill. He goes to the short corner, can't get it to floor. This is the Riders' biggest lead of the game. They equal the Eagles' biggest lead of the game earlier on in the first.
Yeah, they're making it tough for McGill. He's missed his last 2 shots. Better defense from Leicester Riders.
Pinson, wonderful work from Pinson, moving his body left to right. Green with no chance, retreating backwards, and he makes it 4 for 2.
He does things that I'm not sure other players would even think about doing. That footwork to just step through, hang in the air. Great touch.
Well, it looks like there'll be a substitution coming now. It looks like Kimball McKenzie will check into the game. Josh Ward-Hibbert will also step onto the floor for the Newcastle Eagles. There are the 5 that are on court for the Eagles at this moment. Green, Defoe, Johnson, McGill and Whitfield. And Thomas, Asprey, McKenzie, Holmes and Bridges on the court now for the Riders. Johnson gets through the gap to the right hand, bounces off the back of the iron into the hands of Thomas. Riders in transition here. Asprey beautiful behind the back pass. Jaron Holmes, right-handed floater. Good to go. That's wonderful transition basketball from the Riders.
Yeah, superb highlight play, unselfish basketball, and super touch from Holmes.
A foul is called here as Ricky McGill drives to the basket. Let's take a look, if we can, at that last play there. It kind of started with the rebound, then Asprey, look at this. Boom! There you go, Holmes. Jab, drive, float, finish. Easy money at the home of the Riders.
Yeah, well, there's not much else I can say after that. To hear the fantastic description, but I just love that pass from Asprey. The defense were all over the place from Newcastle, and that made it easier for Holmes to get the finish.
Well, we mentioned that Xavier Pinson, 100% from the field earlier on, and he kind of missed one of those shots. Jaron Holmes is 100% from the field. He's only missed 1 free throw all game, and he's got 15 points personal alongside 3 assists.
Yeah, they really are stacked at the guard position, Leicester Riders, and McKenzie's another great player for him on the floor.
Holmes is open in the corner. Holmes is knocking it down for three. Jaron Holmes on the score sheet again. Give him a phone call. Let him know how we get down. It's time for immediate timeout. Don't go anywhere. We're back with more very shortly.
Skylar White does well to keep the ball from going out of play.
Still got the rebound. He passed it to me. So me and Ethan, as he was running down the court, we was making like eye connection. Like, I'm like, go, go, go. Running, running, running. So then, boom, put between my legs and just threw it. And I just added no look to it. My name is LaQuincy. I play for Chester Phoenix. I'm the point guard. Jazz music is, it keeps you calm, helps you find that rhythm that you're looking for. And, you know, the term, I have that dog in me, that's me, honestly. Like, I won't back down from anybody, never been, never will. I would prefer doing the assists than scoring, because that's the thing about being a point guard, is like getting your teammates involved and keeping them happy and making yourself happy as well. My play style is like risk and reward, so it's like, what's the point of like playing if you're not gonna take that risk? Because the risk is always gonna be with a bigger reward. I want to be the best version of me. I'm making connection with my teammates and make brotherhood. The goal is to win.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places they never been. We go higher, non stop.
Jaron Holmes, 100% man. Check this out. Corner, kick, knockdown, calling it in. Jaron Holmes getting it done. Riders in the lead, 76-61. The quarter score stands at 23-11. Newcastle Eagles have got a lot of work to do here, Graham.
Yeah, they've got to reset. I think that timeout was absolutely crucial. They've got to come back firing, and they've got to stop Holmes and Pinson.
Cut along the baseline there for Del Pesh, who's trying to seal against Bridges in the post. Josh Ward-Hibbert eventually finds him. He's going to try and work his way to the basket, gets inside it, ends up dishing it over, and Myron Thomas looks like he's taken a knock to the head here. Holding his head. Seems to be okay. Is he bleeding? He is bleeding from the nose, and that means he will have to go off. Oof, that left elbow straight into the nose of Del Pesh. Had the producer in my ear telling me he's all right. I don't think he is, Mike. And there he is now. He's going to have to get that seen to, and he doesn't look like...
That's not good. I think he took a double hit the elbow, and then when Del Pesh fell down, his leg hit him in the head as well. So this is not a game of rugby. This is not a game of rugby, is it?
No, and it's not the nose that's bleeding. You can see it's just on the inside of his left eye. There's a cut there.
That was brave defense, though, to hear. He's got in the way of the big fella, and sometimes you're going to come out worse, but he did what he had to do for his team there.
Well, I think we've got a timeout on the floor, I believe. Let's have a look at what's happening in Sheffield. It's 25-21. The Manchester Giants trail, but there it's actually 23 points for the Manchester Giants. How do you solve a problem like the Manchester Giants? I mean, we haven't got all day, Graham, if I'm honest with you.
Well, they got two great British players leading them, Anderson and
Evan Walsh.
Evan Walsh, thank you. Yeah, who obviously had some issues in that last game where he lost his cool. But Evan Walsh, loves to play the game the right way. Jamal Anderson has been superb, but they need a lot of help, and they need all the imports and all the players to be playing together. You just can't have that letting at 116 points, and then what's going to happen next?
Oh, we've got a little bit of a Riders wave happening around the arena right now. I mean, it's not looking particularly fruitful, but there is a Riders wave here on the British Basketball League. Sky Sports, it's live. Leicester Riders versus London Lions. I'll be there in the studio hosting the big one. We've all been excited for this clash, and you got no better place to be on a Friday. Don't lie to yourself other than sitting down on your sofa or wherever you're watching on your mobile device. 7:30, don't miss it. The arguably biggest game of the season so far, the Leicester Riders taking on the London Lions. It's always a fruitful occasion. Graham, what are you thinking? Where are you going with that one?
Riders have got to be ready, but if they can play loose, if they can just shoot the ball like they've done today and just go toe-to-toe with the Lions, who knows? Somebody has got to challenge London Lions over 40 minutes.
Well, that's been the conversation between British Basketball League fans on the X app and across other social media platforms as well. They've been talking about who has the depth to match the London Lions, and we can only really say Leicester Riders have the most consistent depth this season, without a doubt. Other teams do have the players in their arsenal, but they're not always available. So for me, Leicester Riders do match up in terms of depth and rotation against other clubs. What about your thoughts?
I agree. They're the two top scoring teams in the league. London Lions 95 points a game. Leicester Riders just a few points behind them, and the way they're going to be above their season average tonight if they keep knocking in those threes and sharing the ball and scoring at pace. We want the London Lions to be tested. London Lions want to be tested to the absolute hilt, because then when they come to play Eurocup against these teams that are even the next level up, it's not such a shock to them. You know, they want to be tested. Bristol Flyers weren't able to do that, unfortunately, last night. Maybe next time, or when they get them down to Bristol, which is going to be soon, maybe things will be different.
Well, look, as you can see, some blood being cleared up on the court. And there's a specific ruling in British basketball, or should I say international basketball overall. If there is blood on the court, it has to be cleaned thoroughly to ensure that there's not any issues with, you know, contagious diseases or illnesses or whatever it might be, health and safety, without a doubt. So that's why you're seeing Donna Phillips there. A kind of big shout out to Donna, yeah. I've known her in the Leicester community for years upon years. First met her when I was playing basketball in the Leicester Warriors basketball club alongside Carl Brown and co. And then she spent some time for the Riders, in fact, years upon years. I would say maybe even 20 years supporting the Leicester Riders program, and also services the Leicester community with her own radio station, Donna does. It's called Ava FM. If anybody gets a chance, there are other radio stations available. Make sure I stick that in there. But yes, Ava FM. So big shout out to you, Donna, for all the work that you're doing and the commitment that you've shown to the Riders over the years as well. Well, let's take a quick look at the action that's happening tomorrow, or should I say, Sunday, 3 p.m. Bristol Flyers. Can they bounce back against the tough loss against the London Lions to take on the Caledonia Gladiators at home? Graham, what's your thoughts on that game?
That's another huge one. Caledonia Gladiators have been on an unbelievable road trip from Bilbao to London, and then to Plymouth, and then they're going to be playing Bristol, so they should be well rested, but these two teams are going to serve up a fantastic game. I'm sure Bristol Flyers have got to take home court advantage.
Well, the crowd are getting in the mood there at the Morningside Arena, Leicester. That's what we like to see. We see your moves. I'm used to that kind of stuff with the in-arena. Anyway, London Lions are also in action after defeating the Bristol Flyers. They head to bottom of the table, Plymouth City Patriots. Oh, that could get ugly, Graham.
Yeah, Plymouth, again, they had Caledonia last night, couldn't get it done. They've just got to get off to a good start and hope that Lions, having played another week of 3 games in maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe they're going to start to tie. But again, they've got so many players that they can bring in London Lions, and they can still rest players as well.
Yeah, well, there's the crowd in the background as we're ready to get this action back on. I have to say, Graham, I am disappointed that there aren't more full seats in this arena. Leicester Riders over the years have had one of the best atmospheres in terms of number of fans in there, and you're seeing so many empty seats. Hopefully, we can try and get these Leicester fans back into the arena with this British Basketball League, because it's not great to see that.
Sure, and it is just really pushing it, getting on the socials. Yeah. I mean, you know, maybe on the Ava FM.
Oh my goodness, throwing it up, throwing it down. Dale Pish says we ain't got no problem selling tickets in Newcastle. We get it done up here, baby. Wow, there it is, Dale Pish on the line.
Oh my gosh, that was just awesome. They opened up the side and he just threw it down.
Idowu, that looks on target, bounces on the back of the iron into the hands of Breen. Now Ricky McGill behind the back. Crossover, bounce pass, Del Pesh, beautiful Euro step, slips through the defenders onto the left hand, Graham.
Yeah, that's back-to-back plays for Del Pesh. A slam dunk with the alley-oop, and that was nifty footwork for the left-hand finish.
Stolen away, Del Pesh in the action again, and we got a poster. Oh! And that is a very, very hard but sensible foul by Kimball McKenzie. That's a veteran play. If you're going to foul him, go for the ball. You can't let him score.
Yeah, that's really smart play, providing they don't upgrade it to an unsportsmanlike. Let's just look at it again. He's gone for the ball, and then he's just got the arm as well.
And here is Del Pesh throwing it crashing on the rims in Leicester. And that's what we like to see from the big man. He can get up there. Over the years, we've seen him and his brother fill up the top 10 plays of the week.
Yeah, that was nice play out of the timeout. Coach Stilk will be really pleased with that. But they've got to keep going. They've got to get some stops, get themselves back into this.
Oh, well, Devon Whitfield ready to check into the game. As Newcastle played it, an 11-point match. As Jordan Johnson heads to the bench. Del Pesh on the line for two. There's the first. Announcer trying to get Leicester fans to put off Del Pesh, as is customary across many home venues across the country. McKenzie. And off to Holmes. Skipped across. Jaron Holmes again for three. Jaron Holmes knocking down another one for the Riders. 20 points personal.
That was just poetry in motion. Holmes, off the various handoff plays, knocks down the three.
2-3 zone here for the Riders, but it's inside to Green to match up against Holmes. Right-handed hook for two.
Yeah, get it into Taj Green. Let him elevate. Let him score over the top of the defense.
McKenzie hedged, forced away by Del Pesh. Blake Bowman, chest into the defender, kicks it out. Holmes. Look at here, Del Pesh switches onto him. Holmes skips it across, almost throws it at Mark Stootle's head. He doesn't look anything like Kimball McKenzie. He's not even wearing red.
Yeah, Kimball moved right and the ball went left. Good defense from Newcastle Eagles. The shot clock was running down. Put them under a lot of pressure. Good job by Stootle. Otherwise, he would have needed some medical attention.
Oh, well, we've had enough stop-starting in this game, Graham. Here is Del Pesh. Across to Whitfield, 2 feet inside. Bobbles in and out. Taj Green trying to collect it, but it's into the hands of Holmes. McKenzie's ahead of him. There he is in the corner. Kimball McKenzie, catch and shoot. Nail it down. Big triple.
Yeah, returning the favour when McKenzie passed it to Holmes. Beautiful play in transition from Kimball McKenzie.
Riders are on fire from downtown. It's 13-20 from behind the arc. An offensive foul here called on Taj Green. Here he is. Holmes, eyes up by McKenzie. McKenzie, one thought only, and it's nothing but net.
Yeah, but he ran so hard to that spot, got ahead of all the retreating defense, and Holmes got the pass on target, on time.
Essential to place that floor in offensive transition as McKenzie brings the ball up here. Idowu. Holmes uses the screen. Idowu slips through to try and seal inside the paint. Back out to McKenzie. One-on-one with McGill here. He's going to go downhill. McKenzie on the inside, and Captain McKenzie gets the foul and gets it to 4.
That's just superb play. And one, he gets all the way to the bucket. Such good concentration when he got there because he was under a lot of pressure. Not enough help, though, from Newcastle Eagles to here.
Not enough help, and the Riders fans getting behind their team. There is the bump there, and Whitfield, he's done that 3 times in this game where a player's attacking the basket. He's taking off after the offensive player, which, you know, what you would suggest from a coach is the right thing to do, but he keeps going into positions where he's making contact every time.
Yeah, it was only one call there, and he was just too late on the help, Whitfield.
McGill for 3. He's gone cold.
Yep.
And he's not been able to execute as he was in the first half. And we thought, wow, if McGill stays like this, he's going to have another 30-point game.
Yeah, they've made it tough for him, Leicester Riders, but he has just missed some open shots, lost his rhythm.
McKenzie across. Bowman, the showman, gets it to fall. Almost one of the plays of the night for Bowman there, just taking it to one of his former teammates across in Derby, although he's from Nottingham. That little East Midlands rivalry there between Ward Hibbert and Blowman.
Yeah, you got it.
Corner, Whitfield 3, no good this time. Rebound, long rebounds into the hands of the Riders.
Just one-way traffic now.
Bowman again to the rack, lofts it up high and does enough to draw the foul. I believe that foul will be called on Delpesh. It is called on Delpesh. And 2 shots to come. And look at this lead that they've opened out here, Graham.
They've just blown this game open, and this is Bowman again. He's already had the really strong move from the other side. This time he attacks, draws the defense, and between Neighbour and Delpesh, they commit the foul.
Bowman on the line to take this to a 20-point game. First,
You've got to be pleased for Blake Bowman. You know, he's getting some serious minutes in this team, and just when they needed a spark, he's come in and delivered for them.
Well, that point there will take him to 4 points personal, but it's not just that. He's got 3 rebounds, assist, he's got a steal.
Yep.
And that's what you need those bench players to do, Graham, contribute in any which way they can. As Johnson, he tries to open up the scoring again for the Eagles. Even he can't do it now for them. Washington.
Again, he got all the way to the bucket, he just couldn't finish.
Washington slowing things down. Jaron Holmes is in the corner. McKenzie takes it easy. There's some separation here between the shot clock and the game clock. It's a quick shot release that needed from McKenzie. Actually, that will be the end of the third quarter. It's a 20-point game. 34-19, the quarter score. Where are the Eagles? They've got 10 minutes to sort this out. Come back and join us for the 4th and final quarter soon.
Couldn't convert.
DeBose out to Whelan, open for the lead. Patrick Whelan back-to-back threes, and Caledonia are ahead.
It had to be Pat Whelan.
Steele for the win. No, he revolved. Wang has jumped it in on the buzzer.
They're just not capitalizing here at the moment.
Yeah, and if you're London, you still got to be worried about it as we see another here.
Oh my goodness! The behind the back dot coming.
Just like baby, I've been joining forces with the likes of an A-team, jumping off of buildings with the stimulating. Now I'm reaching new heights. I'ma need the off-white. Lights, camera, action, we ready to roll. All right, places, everybody, let's put on a good show. Big time.
This this man is facing a lot of scrutiny at the moment from Newcastle Eagles fans, and eyebrows are being raised across the league. What does this man need to do, Graham, to turn this around? They could be 3-7 tonight, the Newcastle Eagles, in the league standings.
Yeah, they've got to slow down Holmes, but they've also got to try and slow down McKenzie as well. They've got so many different weapons that are doing a job. Bowman's come in as well. They've just got to play defense, only allow them one shot, that's better, and they've got to start scoring. Johnson and McGill have just not been able to get it done in the third quarter.
Whitfield, he comes off the dribble here, and it's blocked away there. Idowu says, not tonight, sir. No easy looks around here. This is Leicester.
Yeah, Idowu doing what Idowu does, and again, big time block shot. He's a real intimidator.
Execution here inside to Green. He can't finish the layup. Bowman. The scoring drought continues here for the Eagles. Washington's going to fire up a three. Offensive rebound for Holmes. In the corner, Bowman driving, trying to rearrange midair. Couldn't quite keep a hold of the ball. Johnson now. Oh, you see that sneaky from Johnson. What's the referee going to call here? I think it's a foul called on the floor here. You saw that Johnson drew the contact, knew he was there, and tried to take a shot to fool the referee, Graham.
Yeah, that was definitely before the shot. Just a little bit of contact from Holmes, but he's got a box of tricks, Johnson. But again, that Taj Green last play, you know, in the second quarter, or when things were going their way, that's a dunk, or that's a definite make. They just can't get the ball in the basket.
Here is Jordan Johnson back on the ball screen from Delpech, skipped across Whitfield. Can he get it going? No, and Jaron Holmes will get a piece of that. Put that down as a block in the stat sheet. Here's Myron Thomas, and the foul is called there as Myron Thomas steps to his left to begin his Euro step, and then he tries to go up, but I think they've corrected the call here. There's Green, and that step down, so it's either a foul or a travel violation.
I think the referee's called a travel, and that's a tough one. He went off one leg and ended up off 2 feet and then took off. But good enough defense from Newcastle. They've just got to give it all they've got now and just start making some baskets.
McGill. They've got players that can do it, Graham.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen that.
Oh, and it's even now, not connecting on the alley-oop, and he just keeps going into the hands of the Riders. This is almost like a perfect fusion of maybe some poor decision-making and also just some poor luck.
Yeah, just look at those bench points, 35-12, and there's another 2. And prior to this game, they had 300 bench points. Leicester to 191 of Newcastle, and that's really coming home to roost there, the difference in the bench points.
And they've got 37 bench points tonight. Kimball McKenzie with another 2 on the board. Idowu deflects that one out of bounds. Eagles will keep it on the baseline.
When you've got a Kimball McKenzie coming off the bench, I mean, that's coming, you know, being able to just affect the game, working with the second unit, that's just a great luxury to have.
Whitfield, he loses the ball now. This really is not good from the Eagles. McKenzie begins to use the clock. Idowu sets the second screen after Thomas trying to seal inside, and a foul is called on the floor here. Jordan Johnson was holding on tight to Idowu, trying to not allow him to get that space, Graham.
Yeah, nice job by Kimball McKenzie, just looking inside, get the ball inside.
Sheffield Manchester 40-34. The Giants not too far behind the Sheffield Sharks, and there's 2 minutes left in the half. So that'll be an exciting watch after this game comes to a close. You don't go anywhere. Don't run away from us now. As McKenzie gets the ball over top to Holmes. Washington. Oh, fakes the pass, finds the shot. Connor Washington knocking it down. Stutzel to the bench. Timeout called. What are you going to do? It's almost a 30-point lead for the Riders. 7:39 in the fourth, Graham.
Yeah, and another weapon they've got, Connor Washington. I love the way he shoots the ball. It just goes straight up, early height on that shot, then it's just a lovely soft touch through the basket. It's a smart play from Leicester Riders. If you're going to take it away from Jared Holmes, okay, so Idowu there with the extra pass, little dribble, forward, step back, splash. Unselfish basketball. I haven't got a shot. Let me find someone who has.
There we go. Riders clicking as a team there. And if you weren't with us at the beginning of the broadcast, here's the stat. The Newcastle Eagles in British Basketball League Championship action haven't won consecutive games against the Riders since the 2014-15 season, where they won 2 games in February. And boy, were there some serious players there. We're talking Tyler Bernardini, Rashad Hassan, Neil Watson, Trayvon Wright, that whole lineup, them playing at the Liverpool University. And then at Sports Central, we had Charles Smith, Scott Martin, Darius Defoe, of course, who's still out there, still playing as well. Andy Thompson was also at the Newcastle Eagles at that time. I mean, reminiscing of those kind of rosters there for the Newcastle Eagles fans, looking at what they're seeing tonight, they must be thinking, shut up, Tahir, man. We do remember those days. We do indeed.
But they, as you said, they've got players that can just affect games. They've just had a massive win in Europe during the week, and but they've just completely stopped scoring. A lot of that is to do with the great defense of Leicester Riders, but they've missed some buckets that earlier in the game they were just knocking down with ease.
Look at this defensive pressure here. Jaron Holmes picking up Josh Ward-Hibbert. 3/4 core, and enough is done there. There's the turnover.
Yeah, just intensity, intent coming out of the timeout. That is not what Newcastle wanted. I'm not sure Josh Ward-Hibbert was the right guy to be bringing the ball down. They've got other ball handlers as well. They're just trying something different. It hasn't worked out.
Mackenzie. Across to Holmes. Steps, mid-range. He took a little knock there, but Defoe does enough to force the miss from Jaron Holmes. That's his first miss of the night. As Defoe knocks down the shot on the opposite side of the floor.
Yeah, just outside the elbow there for Defoe. Nothing but net.
I couldn't tell you how long it's been, but that is the first 2 points for the Newcastle Eagles. You know, in this quarter, and for a majority of the end of the third quarter as well. They've been scoreless. Foul is called there, Taj Green. And that's his 4th personal foul, Taj Green. And if he does walk with 5 fouls here at the Morningside, the fans are going to let him know about it. Holmes. Another one for Jaron Holmes from behind the arc. He's making that phone call signal again. This guy must be dialing up everybody in his little black book.
Yeah, he's only low 30% from behind the arc, but a great job by him tonight.
Taj Green, hook shot, no good. It literally is all falling apart here in terms of confidence for the Newcastle Eagles. Rob Paternostro is fuming with his players there, turning the ball over.
Yeah, they did a great job getting Newcastle Eagles to miss and then just keep hold of the ball, wait until the outlet is ready. That was an unnecessary turnover.
23 points now. Jaron Holmes, 3 for 3 from behind the arc. Jordan Johnson inside, and that slips through Taj Green's hands, straight into the hands of Kimball Mackenzie.
That's just typical of how things are going for Newcastle Eagles. They just can't make the easy plays, let alone the long threes.
Mackenzie into the corner. Jaron Holmes, pump fake, not going to get me this time. How about I take you inside and float it up for 2? Jaron Holmes, baby.
Yeah, he's showing us the whole package. Couldn't make the 3. Push shot.
Ricky McGill finally gets himself going again.
Yeah, that's the first time McGill scored for a while as well. Euro step through the defense. Such a tough move, makes it look easy.
Well, nonetheless, this is still an exciting game, and the same execution almost from Holmes as Idowu flies through to try and get the offensive rebound. It would have been amazing if he made that one.
Yeah, he's so tough to keep off the balls, but again, Holmes, he's just got that shot on tap at the moment. Exactly the same release, same arc, just couldn't get it to go that time.
Take a look at that efficiency, 65% points in the paint right there, 38 points in total for the Leicester Riders, and that was an air ball there. What is going on? Washington. It's taking its time here. Riders will look to use the clock. Holmes trying to get it in his hands inside to Adowu, passing it off, and the foul is called. 2 shots to come, and we're past 5 minutes, so we're going to be having... Oh, and I believe that's the 5th and final foul for Taj Green. He's going to head to the bench amongst rapturous applause and jeering from the Leicester Riders fans as Whitfield checks into the game. His night will be over as he takes a seat. 5 personal fouls for Taj Green. And he's clapping it up.
He's just got to sit there.
And we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back to you very, very shortly. Remaining 4:51, 99-73, Riders in the lead.
Skylar White does well to keep the ball from going out of play.
Still got the rebound. He passed it to me. So me and Ethan, as he was running down the court, we was making like eye connection. Like, I'm like, go, go, go. Running, running, running. So then, boom, put between my legs and just threw it. And I just added no look to it. My name is LaQuincy Rito. I play for Chester Phoenix. I'm the point guard. Jazz music is, it keeps you calm, helps you find that rhythm that you're looking for. And, you know, the term, I have that dog in me, that's me, honestly. Like, I won't back down from anybody, never been, never will. I would prefer doing the assists than scoring, because that's the thing about being a point guard, is like getting your teammates involved and keeping them happy and making yourself happy as well. My play style is like risk and reward, so it's like, what's the point of like playing if you're not gonna take that risk? Because the risk is always gonna be with a bigger reward. I wanna be the best version of me. I'm making connection with my teammates and make brotherhood. The goal is to win.
Let's take this thing higher, higher than you ever been. Stand tall like Everest. I mean higher. You ain't gotta settle in. Go places that never been. We go higher, non-stop.
Jaron Holmes, it's the MVP discussion. Graham, what do you think?
Yeah, he's the guy. Jaron Holmes has been outstanding. 25 points at the moment.
Adowu's shots cancelled out on the line there. We do want to know what everybody else's thoughts are, though. Graham, in the YouTube comments, let us know who you think should be tonight's game MVP. And you're going with Jaron?
Yeah, Jaron Holmes, yeah, 25 points. He has been relentless throughout this game. He's had a lot of help from the likes of McKenzie, Kimball McKenzie as well, but Jaron Holmes has been outstanding. Leicester
put 100 on Newcastle. McGill firing up for 3, no good. Collected into the hands of Holmes, which will be his 5th rebound of the night. McKenzie waits for the screen from Thomas. They switch on defense here, now double team. Open inside should be Adowu, which he is. Josh Ward-Hibbert has switched down into the post, and that's a mismatch right there. Adowu, there's the punishment.
Yeah, nice to see Adowu in the post as well. Looks over his left shoulder, then comes back to the baseline side, finishes. Nice soft touch off the glass.
9 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 blocks for Adowu. Adding to that bench point tally, Defoe fade away off the glass and in, and trying to school him.
Yeah, that's big time play, that is. And he's telling him, I think, just goes one way, little bit of fade on the jump shot, soft touch off the glass.
I've got to give a quick shout to those Eagle fans that are standing up all game here, despite the score, supporting, in their words, away the lads, as they would say. Here's Ward-Hibbert now for 3. Too little too late for the Newcastle Eagles. Washington. Now finds McKenzie. Looking inside to Thomas, who seals but skips across to Holmes. Holmes stops on the dime, and an offensive foul call here on Myron Thomas. Yeah, look, we've spoke about all the other Riders players having a great game of basketball. Myron Thomas hasn't really produced what we've seen in previous games, Graham.
No, he just never got going early, and he knocked the 3 down and had a couple couple of good plays, but he just hasn't been able to do it. He looks a frustrated figure tonight. Also got the elbow as well in the eye, so he had that injury, he had to leave the game. But you know what? All the other players have stepped up. His time will come again. No problem. I've got no problem with that.
It's just the versatility, of the Leicester Riders roster. Anybody can go off any given time, and another turnover for the Eagles. Playing into the hands of the Riders. Man on net. Shouts from the crowd as McGill tries to get back. Connor Washington keeps it. Idowu slips through. Mackenzie off to the side of the rim. McGill in and out. Corner here with Johnson. Steps inside. Has got some room. And Idowu looked like it was clean there, but a foul is called. I believe the foul will be called on the body, Graham.
Yeah, again, it's Johnson just shaping his body so he gets the defensive player to foul him. And Idowu tried to get the block, but correct call, and he's back at the free throw line. But I think on the whole, Rob Paternoster said keep him off the line. But unfortunately for Myron Thomas, he is struggling, I think, with that eye injury, and I don't know if he's going to be slightly dazed.
Well, and Jaron Holmes heads to the bench. A round of applause from the arena. It looks like his work is done for the night with 2 minutes 32 on the clock. Clocked in, dropped 25, 5 rebounds, 4 assists and a steal. Clock out. Thank you very much. Good night, Newcastle Eagles.
Yeah, he's done a job on them tonight, and they've just been superb, Leicester, especially from the second quarter onwards. They have dominated.
Washington
dominated the game.
Into the hands of Asprey. Riders using the clock now just to see this game out. The more time they have it in their hands, less chance Eagles can score. Asprey tries to go one-on-one there, doesn't really get it to go. Jordan Johnson put it on the burners, finger roll at the rim for 2.
Yeah, Coach Paternoster won't want them to switch completely off. That was really easy for Johnson to get to the bucket after Asprey had missed his 3. They still want to play team basketball, and they've got the players on the court to do it.
There he is, his thinking face of Paternoster. As Mackenzie inside, Idowu swiped out of his possession by McGill, pushing forward now for the Eagles, and a foul will be called there on Asprey. Did look like he made a play on the ball, and it won't be an unsportsmanlike foul there.
Yeah, good push ahead by Newcastle Eagles there, and Leicester Riders having to foul to stop the easy transition basket.
Sideline, Josh Woodhibbert to inbound. There's the halftime score, 44-38. Sheffield Sharks in the lead by 6 against the Giants as Johnson nets another triple, should we say, to take his tally to 24 points. Despite the scoreline, he's still putting up those points on the board, Graham.
Yeah, just a great scorer, just wide open all alone. Just thought about it for a second and knocked it down. They just went cold in the third quarter, and Leicester Riders were red hot.
Foul is called against the Newcastle Eagles. In this fourth quarter, Newcastle Eagles are winning the quarter as Washington fires up another 3 and ties the quarter up for the Leicester Riders. Connor Washington, that's his 9th point of the night. Defoe, long 2, there's a reply.
Yeah, big man shot from Defoe, but Connor Washington again, early height on his shot, and nothing but net.
There's Washington turning the corner. He's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots as the foul will be called on Jordan Johnson. And that will be foul number 4 for Jordan Johnson. Well, Graham, is it confirmed now? I don't know, I can't see the comments on YouTube, but I'm guessing they're saying the same thing. Who is your game night MVP, Graham? Confirm it for us.
Yeah, Jaron Holmes for sure. Fantastic effort by him. 25 points in 30 minutes of action. action, but he does so much more great defense as well, and he shares the basketball, made some really key assists in tonight's game as well. Super game for Jaron Holmes.
He only missed 2 shots all game and a free throw. I've got to add that in there. Got to be factual about these things, Graham.
It's still pretty efficient. He's relaxed. You got Pinson next to him. Now Pinson didn't play much at all in that second half, so it just shows, as you've said in commentary, the depth they've got. Mo Walker sitting there nice and relaxed as well.
He's very happy there, Mo Walker. He's like, oh, I'm enjoying myself here. I played 8 minutes of basketball. I got 5 points. I got 2 rebounds and an assist. And our team, we're up by 20 points.
Yeah, well, everybody on the Leicester Riders team have scored tonight.
Foul is called here as Mackenzie gets caught up and then tangled with Jordan Johnson, who once again is going to go to the free throw line. Win or lose, Jordan Johnson's going to get his stats.
Yeah, he has. He just went cold, as Newcastle Eagles did in that third quarter, which was unfortunate for the neutral, who wanted a close game, because Leicester Riders just completely blew the game open. But Newcastle, with the pressure that Leicester Riders were putting on them, just couldn't keep pace.
Well, we spoke about the bench points from the Leicester Riders. 48 points from the bench. That is incredible.
That's a sensational stat, and Coach Paternostro will be really happy with that stat for sure.
3 players in double digits off the bench: Mackenzie, Idowu and Washington. As Bowman now drives to the rack, foul is called, and 1, you better count it.
Yeah, Bowman's heading for double figures as well. But when you've got Mackenzie, Idowu is a seriously talented player as well. Mackenzie could start at on any given night, so Coach Paternostra's got some really nice puzzles to set for the opposition.
26.1 seconds remaining. Bowman on the line. Doesn't get it to go. What's called here? Offensive foul is called. That is not a way to finish the evening for the Newcastle Eagles. 20.3. I'd be interested to see if Riders hold the ball here, Graham, or they're going to provide us with a little bit of motivation for the 4th and final Riders-Newcastle matchup.
Well, they'll potentially be thinking about points difference.
What's going on? Hold on. Sorry, Graham.
Something's happened.
I think it's a 5th foul that's been called on somebody. Who is that? Is the question. I think it's Darius Defoe, who is headed to the bench. Yeah, it seems like that. Left-right chant. I think he was called for a technical foul, is what happened.
Yeah. So I think he was on 3 fouls, so he's got called for a foul, and then
technical
tech,
foul,
and he's gone.
Yeah. Well, it just gets bad for worse there, and that's another foul. That's an offensive foul. Okay, so Ricky McGill called for an unsportsmanlike foul here. And he was basically cuddling. He was cuddling Caleb Asbury from behind. I think I could say this, he was having a little wine in the club. Is that how we describe it? Whining and grinding, yes? With Caleb Asbury.
I don't know which clubs you've been to recently.
Listen, I'm from Leicester.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
One of the most ethnically diverse places in the world. We all know about Carnival. Right, but Caleb Asbury's going to head to the free throw line now. These are just unnecessary points being given to the Riders here. And McGill is clapping up the officials here, saying good call.
He's got to be careful, but again, it's Asprey, the antagonizer potentially this time. He's always in the thick of it whenever there's a little bit of action going on.
Kimball Mackenzie, we could get this game done anytime shortly, Kimball. He's asking for the floor to be clean, health and safety, of course. And McGill's still clapping up the official. Oh dear. There he is on the night. Ricky McGill, 15 points, 5 assists, 3 steals. Oh, Kimball McKenzie's just thrown that out of bounds. Oh my goodness. It's like they don't want this game to end. So what happens is, in basketball, if you're out of bounds and you throw it straight out of bounds, the ball goes back to its original position to the opposition team. That's why Newcastle had it on the sideline, and Jordan Johnson fumbles that one. Will Riders look to score the ball? No, Captain Kimball's on the ball. He's going to keep the peace and take it easy as Leicester Riders win this third game between them and the Newcastle Eagles, 111 to 88, an absolute pummeling of the Newcastle Eagles tonight, and the Zorba Greek song rings out across the Morningside Arena. The fans will be on their feet clapping this one up. There they are, the Leicester faithful getting behind their team tonight. Graham, your thoughts on that game?
Well, it was all about the second half for Leicester Riders. Whatever was said, we'll find out. Maybe from Coach Paternostra, the winning coach, whatever was said was the right things in the right order, because they came out firing, and Newcastle Eagles really struggled offensively in that second half.
Well, we spoke about Riders being second in the league from three-point territory. They're 16 for 28 tonight. That's 57%, 60% overall. Rob Paternostro getting a kiss with his victory as well from his wonderful wife. It's a great night for him. Myron Thomas is being told off there. Stop doing those silly dances. Be professional, young man. Let's get that shout in. Let's clap up the fans. That's what it's all about. As Xavier Pinson also played an important part in this game. He had 16 points, 6 assists, vital piece, and 17 minutes of action for him.
Yeah, he didn't play much in that second half, Tahir, but he did enough, and they've got so many pieces falling into place. Could that London Lions game be the big shock upcoming? But that's a great victory tonight over Newcastle Eagles.
We see Connor Washington in the corner of your screens there as well. He had 12 points tonight, 2 rebounds, 2 assists in 20 minutes of action. Sharing the load, as one might describe it. And I think we're ready now to go to our MVP of the game. I believe we are with Jaron Holmes. Jaron Holmes, big game tonight, sir. Taking game 3 against the Eagles. 25 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal for good luck. How does that feel, young man?
It feels amazing. I just give all the glory to God. I'm very thankful to be a Rider, and it was a great team victory. I couldn't have scored that many points without the team. That we were really moving the ball today. It was just a great victory.
When you said moving the ball, Kimball McKenzie had plenty of your assists. He had 7 assists tonight. He kept finding you every time. He collapsed the defense, and you made it count.
Yes, sir. Those are just things we work on in practice, driving and kicking. Just being ready to knock it down. He trusts me to hit the shot, so I'm just put in those positions to make plays, and I was able to make them today.
Jared, Graham Hiscock here. You were 3 ahead at half-time, and then you just took over the second half. What was said at half-time to you guys?
Just stay the course, keep playing our brand of basketball, and, you know, don't get into the hoopla, you know, just play basketball. I know we've been labeled as this team that always is fighting, and we got this big rivalry with Newcastle, you know. That's not how we try to play basketball. We just tried to play the right way today. And, you know, come ready to play. And Coach Rob put us in a position to be successful today, and we followed the game plan to a T.
Thank you very much, Jaron. London next. Good luck for that one. Well done on your night's game MVP.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, guys.
Okay, there's Jaron Holmes for you then, all the fans at home. Let's take a look then at some of the stats, I believe, from tonight's game. Graham, what's the difference?
Well, 4 more 3-pointers by Leicester Riders, and 26 assists, 5 more assists. But there's not a massive difference, really. 24-38, so 63% from 2. That's a big difference, 20% difference there 57% from three. They were relentless. Second half, they just kept pushing. Newcastle Eagles just lost their way under that onslaught from Leicester Riders.
Well, I believe we're with head coach Rob Paternostro, who's got the chance to talk to us after this game. Rob, we spoke about those shooting percentages, and boy, did the boys shoot the lights out tonight.
Oh yeah, we had a really good offensive game, no doubt about it. We had a lot of open looks, and they buried them. And I thought, after that first quarter or so, we really played a solid game. I thought the points off turnovers early were the problem. Once we controlled that and were able to, get our defense set up, I thought our defense improved as the game went on.
Yeah, well, you mentioned defensive transition there, Rob. It was pivotal in the second half, slowing them down, letting them get to the basket, but the help was there to make it tough for them to score the ball. It really went all well in that second half.
Yeah, I thought our depth was important again today. We're playing 10 right off the bat, 10 throughout the game. I think our defensive pressure picks up as the game goes on, and I thought we wore them down by the end of the game. And I think, when you look at our team, that's one of our biggest strengths is the depth that we have.
Yeah, Coach Graham Hiscock here. Jaron Holmes, MVP tonight. He was just superb from all over the court, defensively, behind the arc. Just talk about this player.
Big-time player, works hard. He's a guy that's in here first, leaves last, competitor. And I think he had a lot of great looks from all over today. And what I liked about him, it wasn't just the three ball, it was the floater from the right, the floater from the left. So real versatile game from him. He's a big-time player.
Well, Rob, last but most definitely not least, London Lions up next. A lot of British Basketball League fans believe you have the depth to really contest this London Lions team. Looking ahead to that one.
Well, we'll get into practice this week and try to figure them out. No one has yet, right? So they're a great team. I've really loved watching them play this year. So, we got a lot of work to do.
Thank you very much, Rob. Well done on your victory. Good luck for the next one.
All right, bud. Thanks.
Well, let's take a look at the story of the half then, Graham. And what a half it was for the Leicester Riders, overall scoring 58 points compared to just simple 38 from the Newcastle Eagles. Asbury training a free. Taj Green looking to reply. It started with three back-to-back, three early on, Graham. Yeah, and then it started to get pretty ugly for the Eagles.
Yeah, they were trading baskets, and it just was fantastic to watch the first half. But the second half, Newcastle Eagles really fell away. That was Holmes's only three of the game, and this is what coach is talking about. He refuses the three, attacks, goes left, finishes right. And then Pinson, that is just a ridiculous shot. But they've got so many different weapons. That is ultimate sharing. Goes left, finishes right. Just a lot of options. Jaron Holmes, excellent. And then going upstairs.
Yeah, going upstairs. Showtime with Del Pesci. Had a little run of plays there. But of course, Jaron Holmes knocking it down from behind the arc. It was beautiful basketball, as Graham said, from the Riders, reading and reacting to the defense, getting those steals, out in transition. Kimball McKenzie off the bench. Talk to us about those bench points. 51 bench points tonight, Graham.
Yeah, and 16 points, 7 assists. He just is the glue player. And I love Connor Washington. Totally cool, calm and collected. Little jab step, create space. Nothing but net.
But there you have it. Look, the cheerleaders there with the Leicester Riders taking their photo. But let's take a look at the results and fixtures. Cheshire Phoenix with the win on Thursday. On Friday, Caledonia Gladiators the win on the road. London Lions at home defeating the Bristol Flyers. And today, of course, Cheshire Phoenix with yet another victory on the road. Riders with a thumping of the Newcastle Eagles. And the Sheffield Sharks are currently in the lead by 10 against the Manchester Giants. Don't forget, on Sunday, we've got more action, 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Bristol Flyers versus Caledonia Gladiators, and Plymouth City Patriots take on the powerhouse in the British Basketball League, the London Lions. Let's take a look at how the current results have affected the standings right there. Leicester Riders maintain that 5th possession. Newcastle Eagles maintain that 7th position. 3-7, the record. Is that worrying times for Newcastle Eagles now?
I think it is, because they played some great basketball tonight, but they just could not get it done. They couldn't maintain it for 40 minutes.
Well, there you have it, the league standings. Thank you very much for joining us here, Graham. Your final thoughts on the evening?
Well, it was a breathless performance from Leicester Riders. They were just fantastic for 40 minutes. They just never gave up. Newcastle Eagles really struggled in the second half. a well-deserved victory for Leicester Riders.
Well, you did say Leicester were going to win this game at the beginning, but look, the action is still ongoing. Make sure you tune into the Sheffield Sharks Manchester Giants game. It's the Battle of the Roses. Dan Routledge and Anthony Rowe are there. Make sure you check that out on the British Basketball League YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. And don't forget about the British Basketball League Trophy Weekend. That's coming up soon as well. Lots for you to think about and get involved in. Thank you very much for all of your support, and we'll see you next time.